Hello, welcome to Love Drum in the Seat. This is Kat. I want to welcome my guest and Joy and Hit You Do.
Hey.
Uh,
Hey,
okay, we're gonna do a recap of The Shy, season 7, episode 10. The block is hot.
Yeah, when it came on, they was showing from just to continue from last week, when he asked Keisha to marry him and she was looking and didn't really give him no answer. And then he was up there like, well, is you gonna answer? And she said, I don't want to do this right now in front of, your family.
Well,
And then
yeah, she said that too. I don't want to do this in front of your family. And plus, she was saying she's not gonna marry. You just woke up and you feeling guilt, feeling some type of way, and then you just
right.
throw that out there. That's not a good proposal.
Yeah,
You know.
feeling guilty or something, or I guess he seen his life flash.
Yeah, and I get it. I get it, but that's just the wrong time. And I understand what she's saying. Want to make sure that you're ready. Or you just saying this because you just got shot and you about lost your life. So we need to think about this. And that's when uh,
Right.
Jada asked him to. First he said, "I'm gonna think about it." He said, "What's there to think about?" And then that's what Jada said. Well, can I have the room? And then she told him that her cancer came back and that And me personally. What is all of that? That's too much to lay on one person at one time. They just woke up. That's
Well, I think the reason why she probably told him because he could have died, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that'll give him time to think about stuff before he just go do it. And she want to be able to spend her last days, seeing her son. That's what I mean, that's the conclusion I came to. She probably like, why wait? I want him to know now. Because she
yeah,
don't know, because, tomorrow not promised.
right. You're right. That makes sense because that's what That's pretty much what I got out of it too. Yeah, and that's right. But I just still thought to lay all that on him soon as he wake up might went right back into a state of shock. He handled it well. But I get she did the right thing to get it out there. But at least she ain't prolonging it. She trying to get it out there and be done with it.
Hmm.
Instead of prolonging because you never know with that situation.
It's a block party. I think the block party must have lasted all day. But Emmett got out the hospital and healed so fast. Lord, I didn't know if he got shot or not. He was talking to Keisha, and Keisha had told him that she didn't want to marry him just because his mama. He know his mama finna die. That's not a good reason to want to get married. And she want him to go seek therapy.
I want you to get a therapist. For real this time.
oh no.
Please.
He said, Emmett said when they was talking about that, he said before she said therapy, he said he wasn't sure he wanted to be alive, and she said she wanted him to see a therapist. And then they also talked about her, he asked her again, did she want to get married? She said, she didn't want to marry him because his mother was dying, you know. But that now, as far as that, he didn't say anything after she said that. I don't have any. No, because I think the next time they showed, he at his mama's house with him and Darnell, and they all sitting in there. And he turned the music on, and he started dancing with his mom. And Darnell said she don't want to hear that, and then she said it was fine. They start dancing, and then he twirled around and gave it to gave it to Darnell. And, he had this look on his eyes, and like wow, and so then after that, they showed him at Smokies.
He went to Smokies, but what's her name? Shanika didn't she fire Damien before he went to Smokies?
Yeah, she did.
Nah, she,
Yeah,
yeah.
he came in to work, and she told him
Mm-hmm.
his brother. She said, yeah, she told him he was fired, and he told her to call Keisha. She said, I ain't got to call nobody. There's a new sheriff in town. And
You gotta come to me. You gotta come. Check in with me. That's family. You know, before you fire anybody. And she like, it's new here. She done changed some stuff.
it's all for the good from what I see. I mean, because at least Emmy got somebody that he can trust and know got his best interest at heart, even though she's
Got
still,
good ideas and stuff.
well, she
Yeah.
overstepped a little bit, but trust me, if she was doing something wrong, he would say something, but he's not. He's just looking at her like she's crazy.
Yeah.
Not
How
much.
how? Yeah, yeah.
But
How she changed the menu. She don't have menus now. They use a barcode.
yeah, which make a whole lot of sense. I mean, hey, that's why
You
he
gotta worry about no papers. Yeah.
mm-hmm. So that's why I say she's changing things for the better. So he just have to, he had to get up with the time. And maybe he had
Hmm.
just a little bit more time at home with his wife and that and Tiff's child that she ain't gonna never come and get. Tiffany's little boy. So
And what about Sinister Zeke? He trying to get back with his wife. What y'all think? Cause he asked her to join him at the block party.
yeah, I mean, I think it's
His
gonna
ex-wife.
happen.
I'm sorry, his daughter's mother.
Well, she talked like she might too, but when he put her hand, he put his hand over her hand while I was on her knee, and she moved it. She act like she want to too. I think she still love him.
She probably do. She said she don't know how to be a first lady.
Yeah, but she just want to do it on her time. We ain't gonna rush this. That's pretty much what she's putting out, but she ain't saying it. But that's what she's, her actions speak saying that she's not gonna rush it. But I think she's interested too.
And I had to dabble to see why did they break up. Well, they broke up because she cheated on him.
She cheated on him.
Yeah, and that's why he went to
Oh,
California. Yeah, that's why they divorced.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that's why they're divorced. But okay, that's a switch. So there's no trust on either side right now. So they're gonna have to each of them have to work on the trust game. Yeah, and she, then he told her he was having a block party, because their daughter had that gun to get the kids off the street, get the guns off the street. And she told her it's gonna take more than a block party, but that's a start. Like you said, at least it's a start
I was
there.
saying wow. I was saying wow. Both his wife cheated on him. That's crazy. Something's up. What's up? Or both of them cheated on him.
Okay, then you got Hannibal and he's still wanting him to help him to set up what's his name, Red, and then he's at Red's house, Hannibal is, and they're plotting some kind of something, but telling them that first Reg went to the window and he looked out and noticed that someone was watching him. I think that Tusome lady, the officer Tusome, she doing too much too soon. She needs to just back off a little bit, making things a little weird, and which I feel like what they call I already think that something is going on with Hannibal Red. I feel like he thinks something's going on.
What they do? What he doing in the car with her? Good grief! Is he gonna see?
No.
No, yeah, in the car with the, and she might be the one to get gone. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's just that I'm thinking they set Hannibal up. They say they want to rob the jewelry store. Cause I guess they kind of don't trust him. Maybe they don't trust him anymore because they have image. Maybe Reg and that girl, Reg don't trust him because Tusome sitting out there at the window. She doing too much, too soon, too close. Hey, but
Right.
you sitting in the alley, one car, he gonna know something is up. In other words, I think the officer is messing up the game. I think that's why Red got suspicious and playing that jury heist and see if he could trust Hannibal. I think that's what that jury heist was all about. See if he could trust him, and I think now he can't trust Hannibal. But oh well, I think Hannibal messed up. I think,
And you heard what Hannibal wife said. You're gonna get us killed messing around with Reg.
and he is because he's playing both sides. But my thing is with this heist, what they did, robbing that jewelry store, I think that's gonna, in other words, that's gonna put him more in danger, Hannibal, because he's not gonna trust him after that. He's gonna want to know how did they find out,
Right.
and he gonna know it had to come from him, and then I think too with him giving Damien that job at the mushroom, whatever you want to call that little place they grow their stuff at. Do you think I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be the next one to get killed or what. I don't know what's gonna happen with that because something's about to go down and it ain't gonna be good.
And he still got him. He told him do not steal. He had to take him some mushrooms, some
Mm-hmm.
shrooms.
Yeah, that's what he did. And I thought he was gonna act a fool at the block party, but then they mellowed him out. And I said, oh boy, here we go. And he gave that girl some, and they didn't know how to want to react, but it just mellowed them out, made them have fun, enjoy, and hop and skip. I don't care how much hopping and skipping. I'm not eating that crap. Y'all folks crazy.
Right.
That must be gonna be the new drug on the street. I guess
It's already out.
that's crazy. Mm,
It's
mm.
already out. It's like
That's,
I guess a hallucination or something. I don't know.
that's what it is. It's hallucination. It's just it's stupid. I mean,
It's natural
Hallucination.
too.
and then at the block party you got Emmett, and then you got Shenita walks up with a shirt on. He said, "What you doing?" So I guess she just going on with it, doing her own thing. I mean,
Yeah, because I mean, she was like, everybody getting high and stuff, and they be wanting to eat late. And I think she said, "We got the smoke." I think that's what's on the shirt. We got the
right.
smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What's on there? And then he was talking about the new stuff, the new foods that she's coming up with in the restaurant. Something different. So, hey, she cool with it. Hey, I don't see no problem with what she's doing, but she do need to run some things by him. But I get it.
That's what she told him. She was like, "Your baby mama told me to, be the manager,
Yeah,
and she
and it makes
managing all right."
yes, she is everything. But I guess it makes sense because she wants him to spend time with his mom. Take all the stress off of him, which she's been doing that all along. She's been carrying all the weight, as we do as women. We always carry all the heavy stuff in your mental state. To make the household run good and stuff like that. So that's what we do as women. So I
So
commend.
the shirt, excuse me, but the shirt it say, "You want the smoke." That's what it say.
Hey, with the way they shooting up people in there, that can mean anything.
Please. So and that's when Keisha came up, walked up, and I guess he was like, "Well, she handling everything." Again, he asked her. He said he was going back to see his mom, and did she want to come? And she said, "No, you need to spend time with your mom."
And that makes sense. You need to take all this time and spend it, as much time as you can with. And then you got Jake there. He's selling his, t-shirts again, and he gives Papa a shirt. And then Picari walks up, he gives him a shirt, and he asks Papa when he want to work. Papa said, "You gonna pay me?" And then he had tried to get Picari to come and work with him too. What did Bakari say? I'm sure he said no, but that's he making more money going around killing people than staying there selling shirts, t-shirts.
I think he gave him a vest. That
A
was
bet.
a vest he gave him.
Okay. In other words, he gave you a man. He wants y'all to get to work. He's not. He gave it to you for free.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Reg is kind of he crazy, and yeah, like you said, I'm a piggyback that Tusome is too close.
Yeah.
She doing it, and what's his name probably gonna end up getting himself killed. Somebody gonna get taken out next. I mean, next episode.
Yeah, it is. Because it's got three cliffhangers. You got Hannibal. You got the fake the robbery that was set up, which they did go in there and do it, but they did that to see if they. I'm thinking they did that to see if they can trust Hannibal.
Got to go back to the dean.
Yeah, she
To,
took the what you call the scholarship away,
yeah,
and
and
then
he was like, "Why?" And she said, "Well, that's something you're gonna have to ask her." But, but Officer Twosome came and told Alicia that
His
his
DNA was
DNA
found.
his DNA was found outside.
Mm-hmm.
And Alicia asked her, "Do she think he killed him?" And she said, "I don't think so."
right, hmm yeah, that's what she said. He didn't. She didn't think he killed him, but he know who did it, and so listen, then he
They
went
even said they think Nuck did it.
Yeah,
right, yeah,
That's what that officer Chisholm said. She didn't know or, you know,
but she gonna try to find
find
out, and
out.
she
Yeah,
she trying to help Nuck so Nuck can help her get Reg off the street. So,
I
but
think
it's
Officer
about to.
Chisholm need to be. She
she's
need
gonna
to
have
be
Yeah,
careful.
she gonna have to be. She doing too much, rather. She not
yes,
looking hard. She just doing too much
yeah, she did.
instead of investigating and watching, and just like when they robbed the place instead of her just watching, sitting
Yeah,
back collecting notes instead of just running into it and just doing it. I don't know.
yeah, she just needs to just back off a little bit. Or either my thing is, why don't she get somebody else to do it? Why she got to do it? You know what I'm saying? Get somebody else to do it, and then get have them under surveillance or something like that. Just don't be standing out. She messing it up. She gonna either get killed, Hannibal gonna get killed, or I'm thinking Damien. But I hope I'm wrong about Damien. But once Alicia and talk to Bakari, I don't know what he's gonna say, but she know Bakari didn't do it. But is he gonna turn on no?
Well, I like what Alicia told him. She was like, I know you know who killed my son.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't tell me who killed my son, I'm going to kill you and bury you in my backyard.
She sure did.
I'm like, well, whoa.
I guess she had to be blunt like that to scare him. Let him know I'm not playing with you, and he ought to know that. But now though, she ain't playing. But she don't want to kill him. You wasted them bullets on Zay, killing him, and he could have told you something. But I don't think you need to be rushing to kill Bakari until you get some information. So
Right. But what you think about that thirst bucket?
the
And I
third,
have to call her that. The unfit thirst bucket. That's what she going to be called. Unfit thirst bucket. Because why in the heck she up there letting him rub her belly and Reg looking over like looking, jealous and stuff. But, she,
yeah, I think
I don't
she,
know.
but I think she's doing too much because everything is not your business. You don't need to know everything. You are not the kingpin. You're not Alicia. You don't need. You just somebody trying to make it through to get to that point, and you're gonna get there. Because I mean, but yeah, I don't agree with what she's doing.
Mm-mm. And she treating Reg like he didn't have to tell her that. I mean, that's his personal business. She ain't telling him everything.
Exactly,
And,
exactly.
and then the other thing, when he was in the bar and he was singing, and she was like, "Is you gonna do work or you gonna sing?" Boy, I would have said I would have quit. But he want her. He want her.
Yeah, and he gonna get him, but she just trying to teach him a lesson. She wants to know everything. Rob didn't even tell you everything,
So
but he
didn't
didn't
he
really
tell
know
you?
anything much.
He didn't tell you where he was going when he got shot.
Exactly. Because if he
Just-
had, he probably would have stopped him. I what he was going to say when he got there.
right. Or would have known who did it, because she would have known traced his last steps.
Exactly. But yeah, she
And
she she doing too much.
oh, she probably won't look because Keisha had him. I don't know.
Who
That's
knows?
Keisha baby daddy. I don't know. And Keisha with her baby daddy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's trying to prove a point, but she's like looking like a thirst bucket.
But
Mm-mm.
I wonder. I mean, I wonder if she really think that Nuck did that, and she just trying to keep him close. I don't know because I don't see why you would want Nuck over Reg. No, but either way,
Cause
we
he
can.
do look better than Reg, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
Oh,
But
he.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that because he trying his best to make sure she comfortable and doing everything.
No, yeah, but you know what Nuck trying to do. But not, Victor can sing, can't he? You heard him?
Oh yeah, Victor can sing. He used to play on Star,
Oh, he do
and he
look.
was in a group before with who was that
He
group?
sung with Tyrese. Tyrese with
Tyrese.
yeah, he
Okay,
sung with him.
he was
Oh, he
his
did.
background singer or something.
Yeah,
What
yep,
was
in the
the
background on two
song?
hang up something,
What was
something that he hanging his back up, of Tyrese. Yeah, go ahead.
what was the song? Y'all know?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But I know he sounded good.
When he was singing, I can't think of. I got the song in my head. It's something. Let me say. When Tyrese singing, then he'll come in and sing the left part. When we was making love
Oh, okay. I'm
on
gonna have
two you two rings and something.
All right, Jody, you trying to be a singer out here?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm trying to get. The song is in my head. I
On
can't.
love, drama, and deceit. Come on, let me hear you.
Whatever.
she's giving us the love.
Oh,
Go ahead, Tony.
oh,
Go
oh! I forgot. Let me hear. So I can't sing for crap. But the song is in my head. Yeah. I done heard it. I mean, I just heard it. I have to send it to you. I got it. I got it.
Okay, then,
Uh,
yeah, 'cause
I'll
yeah,
send it to you.
I heard that. I said, okay,
Yeah,
it's
he can
going
sing.
to be side, yeah, okay.
He was
So
Yeah,
young
y'all don't
too on
remember
this
when
one.
he used to be on Star with Queen Latifah?
Who is this lady that's with Bakari that told him that Alicia took her
That's
scholarship
the
back?
dean. That's
I
the
know she is
dean.
somebody. She's somebody. I've seen her before. She
she
played on
told,
something else.
yeah, he did tell her she need to lay
Hmm.
low. Yeah, are you doing too much? Is she a proud? What is she? She just a regular police?
She's a detective, isn't she?
Yeah, she a detective.
She doing a
Detective
lousy
Tuesday.
job. She doing a lousy job.
She
Yeah, that's
exactly.
why I
She
say.
doing a bad job.
That's what I say that she might get, she's doing too much. Yeah, because then who's that told she need to, oh no, Dick tell her to fall back because Ridge can see somebody watching him or something. It's going to be her or something. But when y'all said, I haven't gotten to the end when they told her that she need to back off a little bit because Ridge was able to sit and see somebody watching him. Somebody's
Right.
watching him.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he told her,
Yeah.
and he was in the car with her at this point in time. He said people when somebody when a street nigga know when somebody's following him, he's always thinking somebody's following him. He's gonna be
Right.
noticeable. I mean, it's gonna be noticeable. Cause she was
So
sitting so because remember when he was standing on the porch and she was right across the street, when she was taking pictures of him standing out there or where wherever. I'm like, dang, he gonna see her. But
yeah,
she
she
just so
doing
gun
too
home.
much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she's right down there by herself. She's the only car down there. And that's what's so suspicious about it. I mean, you're the only car sitting down here outside this man's window. Come on now. And you say you've been sitting there all day? Come on. Why you? My thing is sit in the front of the street where a lot of the cars are sitting at. You won't be so noticeable.
About Shad and his new love interest, the lady who at the
Yeah, I just saw
stop
that.
the violence party, block party.
I was just gonna say she's selling candles, homemade
Uh-huh.
candles.
Who
Okay.
sell candles at a block party?
She do.
When Jake there selling his shirt. He
Yeah, that's different. You
said
know.
Well,
that's
that's what
different.
they do when they have stuff. They have different vendors sitting up, give
Yeah,
other people
when
a
they have
chance
a
to make
block.
some money.
Hmm.
So I can see it. I can see it because they do have different vendors sometimes. You lucky to
At a
help with
block
all the
party.
people because usually it's more than that.
Because hit you do when Tish used to go, she would go now by a Shane Park and be setting up, and stuff like that, setting up,
Okay.
selling, well, it's called Aretha Athenium now, something like that. Aretha Franklin Athenium or something.
And Damien and that girl Zoe, they on Mars.
Did you hear what she asked him?
Have she ever have you
They
ever had
crazy. I hope they're not gonna
sex
do it out there. Yeah.
on on the shroom with the shroom?
Yes.
Being on the shrooms.
Sure did.
Yeah, 'cause I sure thought they was. I said, please don't. I said,
I
please
Yeah,
know
I
don't.
that's
thought
right.
so
Yeah,
too.
I did too. I was like, oh my goodness. I hope they don't.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. You know,
And
we
it's
That's
already
that black polish for me, boy. And they keep showing it, like
on his
yeah.
it's,
hand. That boy can sing too.
Who?
who Damien?
Damien can sing. Yep. So can Hannibal, wasn't it? Hannibal. He can sing too.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. I hadn't heard that. But old dude can sing. And then you got I'm gonna go back to Smokies when old girls told when Nita told Damien, I like your fingernails. Fingernail polish.
She sure did. She like weird. That's all. She like weird.
She was being facetious, but she just said, I like your fingernail polish. Yeah. So
Senator Zeke was when him and his wife was talking and they decided they was glad that they came and everything together. What was she looking down there when he said something? I got to go back and see that he said something. Then she's looking down like something was going on in his pants.
Oh, I don't know.
She
let's
looked
see.
down, like
Mm-hmm.
But
that about
I
like he
think
was.
What did he say to her then before she looked down? What did he say?
They were talking. I think, and after I was listening, then I looked back up and she was saying something. She looked down at his pants and stood back like, I guess maybe I got to go back and look at that.
It might
Yeah, they still exciting. That she still didn't
So
say something.
I don't know if it was because she had asked something about them getting back together, or thinking about it or something. Maybe she stood back and gave him a look like what you're talking about. I don't know. I can't remember.
She looked down at it. That's what I like. What did she say? She said, I guess they still in love. You know, she can still love her. You know,
I think Jamal and Dome
that.
is headed for divorce because they back at the therapy and she's standing firm as she don't want no kids.
Well, then that therapist said something about being open. She said something. He said, "Well, okay, then y'all can figure that out. Be open." You know, um, when I saw them, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. That's weird.
And
Yeah,
then
I guess
Uh
Renee and Carolyn was talking about Zeke, and I guess Sinister Zeke, and she was saying, I guess that's when she said she don't know if she could be a first lady or whatever. Her and her mama was
oh.
talking. Well, Emmett was talking to his daddy on how I guess he, don't want his mama to die, but who want their parent to die?
right. So they just trying to put in as much time as they can. But
Mm-hmm.
that's all you can do is put in the time, and that's why that's why Keisha telling Emmett, you go spend the time, by yourself, which is good. At least she's holding it down for him like she always do. So
And then Keisha was talking Jada, and Jada was telling her how she was telling her how she didn't put her out when she was hid up under Emmett's bed and stuff, and she fed
right,
her, and
right,
she was like, "I'ma miss you," and she was like, "Well, I'm not dead yet."
exactly. Yeah, give her time to to get going. So
That
uh,
was a touching moment.
Wow.
Victor was telling Shad that Tiffany mad at him for not telling her that Reg was still living. And
Mm-hmm.
Shad said, "Well, you didn't even tell me.
yeah, he
Some
said
things
he
you just
told
don't tell
me.
everybody."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why should he tell you if he didn't even tell Shard? Why would he, come on,
Exactly. Exactly.
tell him first. But I just think she's doing too much. Like they had like a round table talk, and they all was saying different stuff. They had Jake, Reg, and they had Victor. They all was sitting there talking, and he was telling, he was saying that he thinks that Tiff is doing too much. That's what Reg said. I think Tiff doing too much because they were talking about that scene about her
Yeah.
getting mad at Victor for not telling her that, and Red said Tiff. Me personally, I think Tiff doing too much. I agree with him on that. Yeah, I think he's doing
Yeah, I
too
didn't like the way she talked to him at the end either. You know, I like me some nut, but I didn't like the way she talked to him. It was kind of crazy.
Oh, well, yeah, with Reg when he was singing in the bar.
Tredge, yeah, Tredge. How you say it? Victor.
much. Yeah,
Man, my
yeah.
hunting
She was
license.
wrong
But
for mistreating him like that. You just it's just it ain't like he went and cheated on you. He killed somebody and then tell or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It just
she was. That's why I call her a thirst bucket, a
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
unfit thirst bucket because that was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. You can't have everything your way. Look at the stuff you
Mm-hmm.
do. Well, in closing, until next week. All
Don't
right.
Well,
forget to like, comment, and subscribe
Yep.
because.
Man, subscribe.
And if
share it
y'all
too.
know something that we don't know, please comment down below. Tell us what y'all think.
Yep. And tell us what you think gonna get killed next week. Thank you, ladies.
Not shoot Rob. Are you loyal to him?
You gave me bad intel.
Reds know you got eyes on me. Somebody tried to set me up. Whoever lying gonna die.
This is Reg's girlfriend. If you can help me get to her, I can get to Reg.
It's too dangerous here.
What are you talking about?
I want y'all to leave Chicago. Promise me.